Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. This is Ross and I am going to be talking to you about 12 Minutes today, which I played on the Xbox Game Pass. And it was a cool indie game and I really enjoyed it. The characters are voiced by James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe. So that was really cool hearing those famous people doing the voices. And what's going to happen is James McAvoy is going to get home and he's going to be repeating the same 12 minutes over and over. And you have to kind of figure out different clues and you get different endings throughout. So why am I doing this? Because I want to give you a 100% achievement guide plan, of course, but I also don't want you to have to replay the whole story if you don't want, like I did. So I'm going to help you make sure that you know exactly what you're looking for without giving you any spoilers. And if it's a spoiler, it'll be like a minor spoiler. All right, so here we go. So let's start. There are 12 achievements for 1,000 points. I said 2 out of 10 difficulty. It's not really that hard. You just have to know what to do, kind of. 5 to 6 hours. If you know what you're doing, you don't get too mixed up. But it's not horrible if you get mixed up. It's fun. And you can get all the achievements on the first playthrough. You might need to replay it, like me, if you don't, but that's okay. So play through the order of achievements. Play through order of achievements. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is the order I did. And you can see there are miscellaneous achievements, things you have to do each time you go in or one time. There are story choices, which are basically when you make certain, you have certain conversations with people, and that leads to a certain outcome. And those are the story choices: coward, groundhog, confessed. All right, and then you have endings. And if you do continue ending before the others, then you need to start the whole game over. So continue must be the final one, or else you're going to restart the whole game, like I did. All right, so part one. I'm just going to go through basically the order I did and explain things a little. So let's talk about some of these miscellaneous achievements just so you understand what they are. All right, so the first achievement is Listen. This is a miscellaneous achievement. It's a 100 gamer score, and when you first go into your apartment, the first time, don't do anything. And the scene will play out, and when it's over, you will have a 100 gamer score. There you go. First miscellaneous achievement. The second miscellaneous achievement is also extremely easy. I got it right after the first one. Fluidity. You take some water from the sink in the mug, and you water the plant in your bedroom. 80 points. There you go. 80 gamer score. So those two are easy. The other 4 miscellaneous ones, just to skip around a little, are 4 numbers, which are seasons. 5, which are fawn, and then we also have 9, which is Ouroboros, and 10, which is Gardener. Now I know they're in different sections, but what you're going to do is, seasons is, oh well, let me put it this way. There are 3 paintings in your apartment, and there is your flower vase, or your flower holder, the vase with the flower in it. Yeah, that's the one. So you need to look at the picture of the egg over by the sink and the stove. You need to look at the picture above the couch, which is some trees, and you need to look at the picture in the bedroom. And in the bedroom, there's a picture of 2 people, and I'm going to put it up here. And you need to look at those pictures 3 different times because the pictures are going to be changing throughout the story. And you need to basically see it every single time that it has changed. So I just kept looking at it. If it was the same, I didn't really worry about it, but you'll see it change. So you have to look at those 3 pictures, and you need to water your plant. And what's going to happen is you're going to get 3 red flowers, but I didn't get them right away, so I'll explain that. But those are the miscellaneous achievements, and the first actual decision story-based thing I got was Coward, 80 gamer score, and this, according to True Achievements, this is not a spoiler. It says betray the wife and help the cop. All right, this is not something I'm trying to tell you that what happens exactly, but basically what you're going to do is betray your wife and help the cop. So you need to figure out where and how to make that happen. All right, so let's say you get that as your first decision one. That at that point is where I had already seen the 3 pictures for seasons for 80 gamer score. That's the living room picture, the trees. 5 fawn, 80 gamer score. That's the one in the bedroom. All right, and I was like, "Where's Ouroboros? It's not there." Okay, and where are my flowers? Okay. So anyway, I kept going. So I did the groundhog achievement, which is basically going to be making decisions and have conversations to make a really perfect day. And I'm not spoiling what that is, of course. So once you get that, you'll get that achievement. Then also confess is the next one, where you confess what you did and leave. And once again, not going to explain what that is. And I'll put up guides. I'll put up a guide, which is very clear for all that. And I will also put up a speed run of myself. Ooh, if my Xbox will actually record me. So anyway, those three things are all based on your decisions and what you speak of. All right, so at the end, what's going to happen after the first section is you're going to go to a flashback. And that's not a spoiler because you don't know what's in the flashback. Aha! So in that flashback is number 8, alone. 80 gamer score. And you choose to be alone, which is basically you need to say the thing that you think is going to make you alone. I don't want to spoil anything. So hopefully that's helpful. So far this whole part 1, you're going to go in, not do anything. Get that first one. The second one, you're going to water the plant. All right, good. Third, you're going to keep playing the game, keep talking until you betray your wife, help the cop. At that point, you should keep going, and then the living room and the bedroom pictures will change. If the other one changes too, then good. But you'll get it later if it didn't. Then you continue the conversations until you have the perfect day, confess what you did and leave. And then once you get to that flashback, you will choose to be alone. All right? You will know what I mean once you get there. Now, if the whole apartment changes all of a sudden when part 2 starts, do not freak out. All right? I freaked out. I was like, oh no, I just missed everything. No, don't freak out. So the next one, Ouroboros, eventually that egg that you're looking at in the picture did change once you completed alone. All right, that's not a spoiler because it's just timing. All right, so don't freak out. Then Gardener, I was like, oh, all right, well, I did alone. Apparently, when I did alone, I think it like set my plant back to 0. So what I did was I kept failing that, and I was like, oh, and I kept watering it, and then failing the scene. I was like, where am I going? Watering, fail. So basically, just keep watering it at that point, and it'll keep looping that same thing, and eventually those 3 flowers will grow. I think it took like 5 times of a loop. It's kind of annoying, but you know. I think you could also, by the way, leave the apartment, and then that will stop the loop. So technically, you might be able to water, leave, and kind of do that over and over. That's something you got to just try. All right, so at that point is when I did continue, which is where you choose to forget everything. And that is another thing. This is basically the second, you're going to be using the watch, which you'll see, and you can actually use the watch to go into the next flashback. And I'm not going to explain what that means. Hopefully that wasn't too much of a spoiler. But continue is the one I chose to do first. And once I did continue, I was like, cool, I'm going to get mindfulness, and then it started over. So don't do it. Mindfulness is next. That's where you have to interact with the book, and it's a whole process with the book. Just make sure you do not choose to forget everything until you're done with mindfulness. Continue is the last achievement. All right? So hopefully this was helpful. I know based on the fact that I'm trying not to spoil, it's a little vague what I'm saying, but make sure you try to do it around this order that I'm explaining it. Continue till the end. I think you could always go back and do the others as long as you don't do continue. All right? And otherwise, just keep checking those pictures, keep watering the flower, and other than that, have fun with this awesome game. I really liked it. So, and I will see you later on the Achievement Planner.